Tensions are at an all-time high, and the world is holding its breath. Is Vladimir Putin really ready to press the nuclear button? This question is echoing globally as Ukraine begins using US-supplied ATACMS missiles against Russian forces. So, how close are we to this nightmare scenario? In our special report, we delve into this escalating crisis, the growing nuclear fears, and the chilling question of what a nuclear war would mean for the entire planet.
It was a quiet morning on August 6, 1945. People were going about their daily routines in the Japanese city, when school children, workers, everyone caught off guard. This is when the explosion occurred. In less than 1 second, a fireball expanded to 900 feet, raising temperatures to 7,000 degrees Celsius. Soon, a firestorm erupted, followed by a crushing blast wave and intense heat. The city disappeared amid a churning foam of flames and smoke. Then came the black rain, full of dirt, soot, and highly radioactive particles. It caused contamination in areas far beyond the explosion zone. Cemeteries were uprooted, and churches turned to rubble. Over 2/3 of the buildings were completely wiped out and swept by fire. 70 to 80,000 people died, and later that number soared to somewhere between 90,000 and 166,000. Those who survived suffered from the effects of radiation sickness, ranging from nausea, bleeding, flash burns, a susceptibility to leukemia, cataracts, and tumors. The city was Hiroshima. And this was the horrendous, nightmarish experience that the Japanese people lived through after a nuclear attack. 3 days later, Nagasaki witnessed a similar fate. This was the time when the world first tested atomic bomb attacks. And instead of learning our lessons, the world seems to be moving in the same direction. But now, the stakes and cost are even higher. Over 7 decades later, the world possesses much more advanced nuclear weapons, capable of causing destruction on a scale and intensity that is difficult to imagine. At this juncture, Russian President Vladimir Putin has approved significant changes to the country's nuclear doctrine. The update outlines new conditions under which Russia would consider using its nuclear arsenal. So, what are the changes? Under the new doctrine, an attack from a non-nuclear state, if backed by a nuclear power, would be considered a joint assault on Russia. This revision was proposed in September and has now been finalized. This means if the United States, a nuclear power, helps Ukraine in its attacks against Russia, Washington would be considered a direct party in the war. Now, these changes come at a time when the US has allowed Ukraine to launch long-range US missiles into Russia, and Kiev has already started using these weapons. On Tuesday, Ukraine fired 6 US-made ATACMS missiles at a military facility in Russia's Bryansk region. This essentially means a large-scale attack on Russia. Even using conventional missiles, drones, or aircraft could trigger a nuclear reaction. And this also applies to any attacks on Belarus or any threat to Russia's sovereignty. Furthermore, any aggression from a coalition of states will be viewed as a unified attack against Russia. This has raised fears as the new doctrine expands the criteria for a nuclear response. But what happens if Russia decides to go the nuclear route? What do we stand to lose? Russia possesses the world's largest stockpile of nuclear warheads, having inherited the Soviet Union's nuclear weapons. If we talk in numbers, Moscow possesses around 5,580 nuclear warheads, according to the Federation of American Scientists. Of these, 1,200 are retired but largely intact, and about 4,380 can be used by long-range strategic launchers and shorter-range tactical nuclear forces. These numbers mean Moscow could destroy the world many times over. Combined, the United States and Russia now possess approximately 88% of the world's total inventory of nuclear weapons. So a major nuclear war between the US and Russia would likely claim hundreds of millions of lives and create consequences that are unimaginable. In the case of a nuclear attack, anyone close to ground zero has little to no chance of surviving. The extreme heat causes severe burns and ignites fires over a large area. Those beyond the blast suffer from lung injuries, ear damage, and internal bleeding. It also produces long-term health consequences, cancer, and genetic damage. The attack would also disrupt the global climate. And thereafter, as many as 2 billion people with starvation in the long term due to nuclear famine. So, any nuclear attack on a modern city would cripple the area beyond recovery and overwhelm any relief system we could build in advance. But the important question is, will Russia go nuclear? Experts say the answer is yes, but only if its own nuclear forces come under concerted Western attack. But will Putin take the nuclear path because of Ukraine's use of US-made long-range missiles and British Storm Shadow missiles? Well, Moscow wants the world to think so. But with so much at stake, one cannot leave any space for miscalculation. Many NATO countries, including Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, are asking their citizens to prepare for a potential war. The West must take Russia's new nuclear doctrine more seriously to avoid further escalation.